Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the FM Reboot. It's episode number 59 and today we're returning with another unmissable episode like they all have been for the second half of the season, really. We got West Brom away at the Hawthorns in the Premier League, then the first leg of our Europa League semi-final against Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany. It's been a really weird run. Like, we haven't missed a game for such a long time because we just haven't really been able to. And it's been such a strange run since March as well. You know, we've gone 2 wins and a slip up, and then 2 wins and a slip up, and then 2 wins and a slip up, and then 2 wins and a slip up since the beginning of March. So in theory, if this trend continues, we should have back-to-back wins today. But hey, on the back of loss to Aston Villa on Tuesday night in the Premier League, I'm not feeling especially confident. Now, right now, as you can see, 4 games to go, 3 points is the gap. Arsenal return to winning ways with their victory over Spurs on Wednesday. So as we know, destiny is still in our own hands. Win our remaining 4 and we win the Premier League. But for this Wolves team that always seems to collapse when it matters most, that's easier said than done. So into the first of the 2 games, it will indeed West Brom away. They've got nothing to play for at the Hawthorns, absolutely nothing. But Aston Villa had nothing to play for, and look what happened there. So into the game, it's going to be 4-2-3 all. Stay with the same tactics, 1 player has a knock. That's Brandon Williams. Everyone else is fine. And this is our team. Unai's in goal. Balfour is like Nuri, Eric, Johan, and Aaron to Ward-Prowse and Forsby through the middle. Jota and Nato on the wings. And Buendia supports Silva up top. On the bench, Henderson, McTominay, Semedo, Jordao, Traore, Trincao, and Jimenez as well. First to 2, I'm very calm. Let's see how long that lasts. Come on, Wolves. We can afford a draw in our final 4 games, as long as we win the other 3. So it's true, 10 points from 12 will mathematically be enough for the title, even if Arsenal win their remaining 4. But because we've got Leicester and West Ham in our final 2 games, I can't see us winning back-to-back there. So I don't want to slip up to come before we have our final 2 league games. Southampton is the other side as Jota gives us the lead and we do get ourselves in front. So for me, this one is probably the easiest of the final 4. So we've got to make sure we win it. Max Aarons, by the way, you know, I think about the signings this season and I'd still probably say Johan's been the best, the wonder kid, and how amazing he's been at 19 years old. But Aarons, going forward, is just as creative as it gets as a fullback. He's been brilliant. So leading by 1, statistically it's been quite even. But our defence this season, as we know, at times has been superb. Let's hope I've not jinxed it. We head into the break, we lead, and as things stand, we're going 6 points clear. For now, Johan wins the header. No surprises there because he wins every single aerial duel as Nato is dispossessed and the Baggies will win it back. You know, I never feel confident leading by 1. As I always say, I don't care how good our defence has been this season. I never feel confident leading by 1. Get a second before half time and that would be massive. Buendia, Silva, oh, Sam Johnston with a howler, but we will take it. 15 for Fabio, 2-0 Wolves. What kind of goalkeeping was that though? The amount of goalkeeping errors in this year's FM are crazy. How did he miss time? Or misjudge the trajectory and the path of that ball there. Oh, that's just really poor, isn't it? That's really, really poor, but hey, we'll take it. Silva, one of the easiest of the career. You don't need a second replay, FM. And there we go. Leading by 2 at the break. We had to bounce back on the back of that loss to Aston Villa. And there's 45 minutes to go, but as things stand, we're doing very well. Question is, at what point do I take my starters off for the game on Thursday night in Germany? I can't believe we're going for a double, by the way. It's really only just dawned on me that we're going for a double as Silva loses out in the aerial duel. We'll get him a chance and this time puts it wide. Lord knows I'd rather the Premier League than the Europa League, of course. But there is a chance we could get both. Anyway, 22 minutes to go. I am going to start taking off some starters now. Emi Buendia got one of the assists. He's going to come off as Jordao. And I think Jimenez is going to play on Thursday night. But I think I'm also going to take off Nato for Trincao as well. Never like to take Forsby off. I like to keep him out there for the captain's influence. But it might be wise now with 10 minutes to go. And JWP is bending this in. He's bending this in. Right on the cursor. 3-0. Game's done. 1 down. 3 to go. Well, the scoreline might be considered flattering based on the XG, but you know what? It's okay. Do what we need to do. That's guaranteed Champions League football, which at the start of this season I would have been buzzing about. But obviously now, our attention has changed to the title. Now we've gone 6 points clear. Our goal difference is better. We just got our initial budgets given to us, but that's because we qualified with the Champions League. And, oh, if that's what we get for guaranteeing top 4, imagine what they'll say about winning the title. But okay, alright. Forsby, you can't get a rest, mate, 'cause I need you on Thursday night. Now, Arsenal's game, I believe, is tomorrow, and they will be taking on Derby at home. Okay, that's a banker. We'll process through it together, but that's a banker. So we're processing through Saturday, and we've just got to 5 PM, and we haven't actually seen the game come up on the Premier League there, but yeah, there we go. Was that ever really in doubt? Arsenal with a 4-0 victory as the Rams drop back into the relegation zone due to Crystal Palace's massive win at Villa Park, and there you go. So Arsenal are not going to let us go. We win 3-0, they win 4-0. Typical. So it means, again, their goal difference is better, and again, crucially, the goals scored is higher, just in case you finish level on points and goal difference, which again, is a slight, very improbable, but still slight possibility. But again, 3 games to go. Win them all, we're champions. Or win 2 and draw the other, and we're champions. But again, it's easier said than done. Not exactly the easiest final 3 games there. God, this guy's an absolute monster. Absolute monster. Oh, with my favourite personality. You know when you just find those players and you just think, please, AI Club, put a release clause in there, you know, because otherwise they'll cost you practically your entire budget and then some. Oh, just wonder kids like this, man. They're so hard to get when you're a club that's on the rise. Like, it's doable, but if a bigger club puts a bid in, forget about it. They're going there. Like that young Romania we missed out on, who ended up going to PSG. Oh, what I'd do for this guy and Keita together. Can you imagine? Goodness. Right, here we go. First leg, Europa League, semi-final, away, Germany. I'm really trying to keep it calm, guys. Like, I'm really trying to keep it calm. But I said things would be different this year. Does it also mean it'll be different in terms of us actually handling the pressure in these sort of games and winning something this year? Well, last year, as we know, Europa League finalists beaten by Sociedad. They were knocked out in the quarters, I believe. The other semi-final ties, Bayer Leverkusen versus Valencia. Now, I showed you Mönchengladbach's scene when the tie was drawn. They do have Patson Daka, who is just such an amazing striker in FN. He has put himself on a transfer list, interestingly enough. Florian Neuhaus is still there. This guy looks very decent indeed. So, yeah, it's still a very decent team, no doubt about it. Oh, Kaio George, very good player indeed in this year's FM. So, this is a good side, very good side. A ninth in the Bundesliga. Their form looks like this, though. Erratic indeed. This is a chance tonight. This is a chance. So, heading into the game, we'll stick with 4-2-3-1, but a few changes on the back of the win at the Hawthorns, and this is our lineup. Unai remains in goal. The back 4 is like Nuri, Eric, Johan, and Semedo coming in. Ward-Prowse and Forsby once again through the middle with Jota on the left, Trincao on the right, and now Buendia Sporting. Jimenez, the top scorer. Is he the top scorer in the Europa League? Or is he just our top scorer in the Europa League? No, he is indeed a top scorer in the Europa League with 15 indeed. So yeah, second and final one. First leg of the Europa League semi-final. We're in Germany. It's Borussia Mönchengladbach. Come on, Wolves. This is why Rouse starts all of our European nights. Because, you know, I think I might have mentioned before, but when you have a player that excels in one particular competition, it's just best to keep on playing them in it, even if one of your other players is of a better quality in that position or that role, because they just tend to perform better consistently in that competition. So I'm banking on Jimenez getting a goal tonight. And as Jota finds Trincao, oh, right on cue, he had the chance. An away goal is crucial tonight, and he probably should have had his first. I think Borussia Mönchengladbach, I don't know why, but taking them on at Molineux, I have a feeling they're going to score in England. I have a feeling they're going to get a goal or maybe 2. So for us, I think tonight getting something here in Germany. Doesn't need to be a win tonight, but a goal to take back home could be massive. As Semedo's cross is cleared, and now Grujic is away down the left. Semedo's got a lot of catching up to do. Johan comes across, he's been beaten. Oh, and how was that squirmed in? How was that squirmed in? Patson Daka with a goal. I talked about him pre-game. He's brilliant in this year's FM. But that should have been kept out. I want to see if it took a slight deflection off Eric on its way in. Oh, yes, it did. Do you know what? I'm gonna relieve the criticism on Unai there. That took the very slightest of deflections off our Ivorian centre half. We're 1-0 down. That'll do it for half time, or the first hour, I should say. and we trail in Germany. This as things stand would be a disastrous result. Don't need to have the victory, but at least an away goal. You know, something to take back home. Emmy's back heel finds Trincao now. Ward-Prowse into the feet of Forsby as our CMs play a few 1-2s. Now JW Papers a brilliant ball out wide to Semedo. In goes the cross. Oh, and Jimenez, 2 brilliant chances, and he's missed them both. Making me eat my words now. Talked about Mönchengladbach's being form inconsistent. What about ours? Ours has been the same since March. Just can't predict us. Not a single shot on target in 25 minutes. I'm going gegenpress. Got to do something. Jota's played poorly. He's going to come off for Traore for the speedster. Buendia's going to come off for Fabio Silva. And I think those will be the only 2 changes for now. We'll change our mentality to attacking as well. And I never like to counter press, but we'll do it. Distribute quickly as well. So 22 minutes to get an away goal, and we need one. Statistically speaking, we've been absolutely dominated tonight, but it doesn't feel that way based on the highlights. Jimenez had 2 golden chances and missed them both, so there's still time, but unfortunately... Oh no, Patson's through, he's too quick, and Unai makes a brilliant save, and Daka puts the rebound wide. We are hanging on in there by a thread right now. Lose this 2-0, and it is over. There is no doubt about that. Right. I'm going to make a final sub here. I'm going to take off... Hang on a second. Why is Buendia still on? Why is Buendia still on? It says Buendia still on. But he's not. I took Jimenez off. Oh my god. If there was ever a moment that summed up this series, I mean, that's up there. It's one of the most fitting. I took Jimenez off. I thought I took Buendia off. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot. Well, there's 3 minutes to go in the game, and there is a highlight. Unfortunately, I think it's going to come to Mönchengladbach. No, it's not. Morten Forsby. Yes! No! 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 Oh, for fuck's sake. It's the right call. 95% of the time, it is. I prefer the game in the pre-VAR era, man. Oh. It's alright. It's okay. We played fucking shambolically poorly. But I'm not gonna go harsh. Because I don't want to. And it's only half time of the tie, alright? It's only half time of the tie. Man, I fucking was about to lose it as well. What is wrong with us? Why are we like this? Why can't we just be consistently shit or consistently good so I know what to expect? We were terrible in that. Absolutely awful. Right. Do you know what? First of all, we're still in the semi-final. I know I said we needed something tonight, an away goal or something. We didn't get it, but we're still in it. We go to Molineux. We've not lost a European game there all season long, and we're only down by a goal. If Mönchengladbach score, then we're in deep trouble. But we're still in this, and in the Premier League, we're top by 3 with 3 games to go. Look, let's just calm our tits and just keep it cool, yeah? There's 4 games to go in the fucking season, and if we bottle both trophies, I'm resigning. I'm not doing this anymore. If we bottle both of these trophies to go along with the 3 straight finals we lost on penalties, I'm finished. I am finished. But anyways, this episode of the FM Reboot, guys. Big thank you. I hope you enjoyed. If you had them, please do drop a like. Myself to you, have a fantastic day. Look, we can't miss a game, as per. Saints at home, win that, and we are 1 win and 1 draw from the title. And then the second leg back at Molineux, where we must keep a clean sheet, otherwise we're in deep, deep trouble. Oh, I can't take this. I'm having a heart attack every single episode. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for potentially the penultimate episode of Season 5 very soon. The FM has shaved about 10 years off my life expectancy alone. It's ridiculous.